You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Topping our news at 11, the man leading Sarasota County schools had an in-depth evaluation done at today's school board meeting. Dr. Todd Bowden had all aspects of his first-year performance critiqued. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from the district headquarters in Sarasota with more on those results. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, the superintendent was in the hot seat today. He can now breathe a little easier. At times, Dr. Todd Bowden's one-year performance evaluation was intense and critical at the hands of some Sarasota County school board members.
People have concerns, and I think that they should be, if nothing else, listened to.
One of the key issues questioned was Bowden's handling of the district's response to enhancing school security following the Parkland tragedy. But in the end, the superintendent survived the heat, getting a 3 rating out of 5 from school board members, placing him in the effective category.
I'm growing every day, and I think today's reflection, today's evaluation was reflective of that, is that we're headed in the right direction, but certainly there's progress to be made.
Some of the main areas discussed and approved was Bowden's salary for the upcoming school year, going from $190,000 to $197,000. Also approved was eliminating a clause in his contract which could have fired him without cause. Board members agreed to extend his contract from 2020 to 2022.
It's nice to know that you can think not only about today and this year, but you can plan for the future.
Board Chair Bridget Ziegler says this performance evaluation for the superintendent is vital.
We need to take it seriously, no matter whether there was a lot of back and forth or a chaotic couple of months prior to or not. It's our one opportunity to discuss as a board where we have been and where we're going, and the leadership that's brought us there or hasn't achieved the goals that we wanted.
Despite the mixed evaluation from school board members, Bowden is looking forward to continuing to work closely with them.
So I don't think anything today was done out of malice or meanness or spite. It's a true reflection of their perspective, and so I think it's indicative of we've got some work to do.
And the superintendent will also receive a bonus for hitting 2 of the 3 performance goals. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
Rick, thank you. Also happening at that meeting, the school board voting to officially hire Paul Grahowski as the first police chief for Sarasota County's school-based police force. Grahowski has 22 years of experience in law enforcement and most recently served as Director of Public Safety for a community college in Santa Maria, California. The newly hired chief had this to say about the new opportunity to serve the Suncoast.
This is an incredible opportunity to actually start a police department from nothing with one sole purpose. It is a challenge I've embraced and look forward to.
Over the next 2 years, Chief Grahowski will be responsible for establishing a full safety and security police force for the school district and work closely with local law enforcement to fulfill SRO programs. A follow-up now on Sarasota City Commissioner's decision on whether to raise property taxes. The proposed budget is more than 13% higher than last year, and based on yesterday's meeting, homeowners would pay an additional $18 a year. That's about $1.50 per month. The extra tax dollars would help pay for recreation facilities like Arlington Park, the Centennial Boat Ramp, the Payne Park Tennis Center, and others that will now be run by the city. Yesterday's meeting was just a preliminary meeting. 2 public hearings on the proposed budget are scheduled so voters can voice their opinions. They'll be held on Tuesday, September 4th at 6 o'clock in the afternoon at City Hall, and then again on September 17th at the same time in Place. Well, you can have the chance to voice your opinion on shark fishing this week. After several complaints and demand from the public on shark fishing bans, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission will talk to the public to decide what the new rules should be. One of the proposals that the commission is considering would require a specific permit for land-based shark fishing. Other options include banning shark fishing from piers and bridges altogether.
The goal is to look at, what people do currently when it comes to shore-based shark fishing. If we were to look at any changes in the future, what changes would people maybe want to see for that fishery? What are the concerns maybe for people that don't fish?
One of the workshops will be held at the State College of Florida in Bradenton. That happens tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the evening at SCF Library and Learning Center. We'll take a look at this. Another whale shark sighting in the Gulf of Mexico. One local boater says he spotted 2 whale sharks about 50 miles off of Big Pass last week. Mote Marine Lab scientists say the sharks are sticking around longer compared to previous years, giving local boaters a greater chance to catch a glimpse of them in the Gulf.
Being as kind and gentle as they are, they just sat near the side of the boat and we were able to take videos and pictures and interact with them a little bit.
Mote Marine researchers recently tagged 2 whale sharks located off of Sarasota County and found one swimming about 150 miles away. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. And Bob, I understand you've had a chance to see a whale shark before.
Fascinating creatures. When you first see them, it's just unbelievable. It's surreal, actually. The one we saw was about 25 to 30 foot long near the boat, just about 10 to 15 miles offshore, too. 85 degrees. Look at this. 85 degrees right now. Our current ambient air temperature feels like 95 degrees. And the humidity, as you would expect, is way up there. Winds are out of the west, and that's bringing that high humidity and dew point up. And it looks like this trough of low pressure, which continues to dive down here in the southeast, is going to be a persistent feature over the next several days. In fact, it could last right through the weekend. And with that in mind, it's going to stay very humid and very warm and muggy overnight, too. There's not a lot of cooling showers around. High pressure's been bumped down to our south and west. That provides us with this westerly wind, and this westerly wind always creates higher dew points at the surface. Obviously, the air is coming over the warm water here and just kind of carries it right into the coast and across the state, for that matter. The atmosphere is really juiced up, so the showers that do pop up inland could produce some very heavy rainfall. I think most of the rain will be to our north for the remainder of this week and into the weekend in terms of heavy rainfall. They could get 2, 3, 4 inches north of Tampa. One lone shower just moved into Bradenton. That's been about it. But you see a little bit more activity around tonight than usual. Some showers still out here in the Gulf of Mexico. They'll be around sunrise tomorrow, so you'll have to dodge a few showers if you plan on boating tomorrow. And then even into the late morning, afternoon, these could get a little bit more widespread, but it's not going to be a rain out at all. We'll see a few scattered showers. Some of those storms could be pretty heavy rainmakers previously. Not much tonight, but we could see a little heavier rain tomorrow with some of the cells as they push off basically to the east in time. Now we are anticipating, looks like some drier air staying down to our south. The atmosphere will stay moistened up, and we'll have the complete details on all that coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline?
Bob, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Police in Northport are investigating the death of a toddler tonight. They say 20-month-old Ava Perry was playing with her sister in her family's backyard when she disappeared. Police found her shortly after in a canal about half a mile away from her home.
Watch your children more and never take your eyes off your children, because it takes 2 seconds for them to be gone. And then your world's over.
Police think the little girl got swept away by the stream in the canal behind her house. When police found her, she was still alive, but died as she was rushed to the hospital. A Bradenton woman is speaking out for the first time after finding her mother murdered last week in North Sarasota. Laura Sikora's stepdad, Spencer Sanders, is behind bars for allegedly killing her mother. Just a month before Blanca Sanders' murder, her husband was arrested for strangling her. Sikora is now telling anyone in a situation like this to get help.
No, I actually wanted to call her a couple nights ago and talk to her. But then I realized where her phone is and why her phone's there. I'm still in shock. A lot of shock.
Sikora's mother is from Hungary, so that's where she wants to lay her ashes. She has started a GoFundMe account to raise money to pay for her mother's cremation and a flight back to Hungary to lay her to rest. You can find that link on our website. Just head to mysuncoast.com. And first alert traffic, a driver is facing drug charges tonight after driving the wrong way and leading deputies on a car chase on I-75 in Venice. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says the pursuit began on Edmondson Road. The driver then continued the chase to Laurel Road and onto I-75. The driver crashed and was taken to Venice Hospital. Deputies say the driver's now facing drug charges and will likely face additional charges related to that car chase. The Holmes Beach Police Department asking for more cameras to help fight crime. Late last month, the department encouraged homeowners and businesses to register their surveillance cameras to help investigators locate video of a crime if it was caught on camera. Now the chief is pushing for new cameras that will read and recognize license plates of vehicles as they drive on and off the island. Police hope the plate readers will help solve crimes throughout the island. He says the idea came from the success of other cities using similar cameras.
I was with City of Bradenton when we implemented LPR cameras in Bradenton. I was with Longboat Key when we implemented them in Longboat Key. They've been very instrumental in solving crimes in Longboat Key, and we think that they'll be as beneficial to us.
Chief Tokajer says the readers will cost around $100,000. The police department should know if funding for this project is approved at a budget hearing in late September. An update on a multi-million-dollar project that will create another connection between Lakewood Ranch and Sarasota. In just a few weeks, crews will begin work to extend Lakewood Ranch Boulevard south all the way to Fruitville Road. The 2-mile extension will be a 4-lane roadway. That project will cost around $16 million and is scheduled to be complete in early 2020. Once it is finished, it will be the second extension connecting Lakewood Ranch to Sarasota. Last year, Lorraine Road was extended to Fruitville Road. These projects together total 9 miles of new roads, mostly paid for by the Lakewood Ranch Stewardship District. Stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus an update on the Anna Maria Pier a year after it was destroyed by Hurricane Irma. And President Trump in full damage control mode after his meeting with Putin in Helsinki yesterday. What he was saying coming up next.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The The city of Anna Maria is now in the beginning stages of dismantling the iconic pier that was destroyed by Hurricane Irma. One by one, planks are being removed. Now that pier is fenced off as construction workers demolish what is considered the heart of Anna Maria. With renderings of what the new pier will look like, Anna Maria Mayor Dan Murphy says it will be a solid structure with strong planks and concrete pilings that will last another 100 years. It's a project, Murphy says, for officials was a lot of hard work.
The finances of that pier, the construction itself, the logistics of doing the construction, the logistics of getting the ability to do the demolition itself.
Now that project is scheduled to be completed December of 2019. And Bob, I know a lot of people there's a lot of memories that were made on that pier.
Yeah, my daughter's first fish caught on that pier. Did a story on her, one of my fishing segments on that, and several fishing segments after that. Brian Blaine, who used to be out there at the bait shop and also the little refreshment stand outside, he's been missing his job for a long time. Yeah. They'll get it back soon. Hopefully the bridge doesn't have to contend with any hurricanes in the future.
Well, you don't want another one for a while.
That's right. We are looking at no hurricanes around, but a west wind, and this west wind has brought some clouds in this evening. It blocked the sun out. Wasn't that great of a sunset until just a little bit peered through just before it dropped below the horizon there, you see. But there's been some periodic showers along the coast. Not a lot of heavy rainfall, not concentrated all that much. This interesting cloud photo right there moving in on Lido. Andrea getting that shot, appreciate it. And Fred Seeger from last night had some pretty good shots as well. Here's a little spotty showers now and again pushing onshore as a result of this west and steady west wind, which has really got our humidity way up there. And it's sure feeling like summer out there, although we're not in our typical summer pattern. You can see the rainfall estimates have been spotty across the Sun Coast. Not a lot. The heavier rain, even that wasn't much. Inland areas. And as far as the overall forecast goes, that trough stays to our north. We'll see a few showers in the morning, and then those will push off to the east. This is around 1:30, but 3 o'clock will start to get a little heavier and then push off toward the east coast. And then again, a late night tomorrow night, a possibility of a few spotty showers moving onshore. The heavier rain staying to our north and more concentrated showers and storms. They could see a possibility of 3-4 inches of rainfall before it's all said and done. Now, in the tropics, all is quiet, unusually quiet, and this blue area they see right there, that's a hostile environment all throughout the Caribbean, and that's a good sign, not just for the next few days, but for the future into August and September, too. Whenever you have strong easterly trade winds here in the Caribbean, the hurricane production goes down. On top of that, there's another large plume of African dust coming off the coast there, which will also suppress storms. We have to keep an eye on this area, though. This is a favored area for development, and as this trough dives down over the southeast, we'll have to watch the tail end of it. There's always that chance that when you get a trough this far south that there's something could be spinning up on the tail end. 85 right now, feels like 95. It's 84 in downtown Sarasota, 82 in Mayaca City. Temperatures warm everywhere because of lack of rainfall, the coolest down, and the Gulf water temperature warming up, 89 degrees. You'll see these winds, they'll stay out of the west, and they'll pick up tomorrow afternoon, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. And it looks as though with that steady west wind, we'll see similar conditions as we saw today. Very warm, very muggy. Heat index today was 100 to 105 degrees, depending upon where you live, but it feels like 95 right now with the temperature at 85. No rainfall to report at the airport. We're nearly a ½ inch below average for the month and over 2 inches below average for the year. And that, again, is the case. Our high today was 91, and our low this morning was warm at 79. We're going to see these warm overnight readings, too, right around 80 degrees to start the day off on Wednesday and Thursday. Temperature is currently nice in places like Detroit and Toledo, as well as into Chicago. 70 degrees there. Highs tomorrow will be in the upper 70s. Very hot into Texas at 104 the high in Dallas, and 86 degrees into Kansas City, same in the nation's capital. Well, for boating tomorrow, it'll be calm out there again, just a light chop. Seas will be less than 2 feet. Now, that'll be in the morning. You may have to dodge a few showers. The afternoon, those seas will pick up to about 2 foot, and we'll have a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The 7-day forecast checks in like this: 40% chance for scattered storms. We talked about the timing. Same on Thursday. Things don't change. We'll still see a slight chance for a few morning showers on Friday along the coast. And that stays with us through the weekend with a 30% chance on Saturday, 40 on Sunday with that steady west wind. It's going to stay warm, hot, and muggy over the next at least 5 days and probably the next 2 months. Jacqueline?
All right, typical summer here in Florida. Thank you, Bob. Well, the president back in Washington and returned to bipartisan condemnation of his remarks in Helsinki. Today, he attempted damage control, explaining it was a slip of the tongue after he appeared to back President Putin and Russia over his own intelligence community's assessment of Russian meddling in the U.S. election. ABC's Serena Marshall has the latest from Washington.
A rare moment of clarification from the president.
In a key sentence in my remarks, I said the word would instead of wouldn't. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why it wouldn't be Russia.
The attempted cleanup after intense bipartisan backlash following the president's press conference with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and that single word regret.
My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
He never explained why he had such confidence in Putin.
President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today,
when standing side by side with the Russian leader. And his clarification not good enough for some Democrats.
Listen, I don't accept the president's comments today. If he wanted to make those comments, he should have had the strength to make them in front of Vladimir Putin.
Especially after the president offered this qualifier.
Russia's meddling in the 2016 election took place. Could be other people also.
And Scene added to his prepared remarks in his own handwriting, no collusion. So far, Republicans on Capitol Hill not responding to his one-word regret, only rejecting any claim Putin is a friend of America.
Vladimir Putin does not share our values. They did interfere in elections. It's really clear.
And it really better not happen again.
Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.
Sample ballots for the upcoming primary election are now available online. The Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections, Ron Turner, is urging voters to study the sample ballots before going to vote on August 28th. All ballots will include information for U.S. House, Senate, Governor, Attorney General, Commissioner of Agriculture, State Representative, and County Commission. Registered voters should also be getting sample ballots in the mail. New at 11, Houston police say a possible serial killer is now in custody. Jose Gilberto Rodriguez is suspected in 3 killings over the past several days in Houston. He's a registered sex offender who was on parole. Police said he cut off his ankle monitor just a few days before the first shooting. The first victim was found dead Friday night inside her home. 2 other people were found dead at different mattress stores on Saturday and yesterday. The Harris County Sheriff's Office reviewed the mall's surveillance video and made a connection with that suspect. Stay with us. Sports is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel's new tonight.
Nice to see everybody.
And it's very nice to see Jonah Hill.
It was popping, dude.
Plus writer and director Bo Burnham and Jim James on the outdoor stage.
Now it all makes sense.
Emmy-nominated Jimmy Kimmel Live. New tonight on ABC.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try So Clean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
So Clean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try So Clean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, and you're struggling to pay your bills while your case is dragging on, that's where Oasis Financial comes in. Only Oasis has Oasis Express Cash that can get you from $500 to $25,000 in as little as 24 hours, faster than anyone else. There's no risk and no out-of-pocket cost.
It was so simple. I made one phone call. Oasis was able to give me the money within 24 hours.
To pay for my electric bill, my rent, and my groceries for my children.
And even if you end up losing your case, Oasis lets you keep the money, so there's absolutely no risk to you. You don't have to worry about repaying Oasis.
If I had lost my case, then I wouldn't be responsible for paying the money back. And that was a blessing.
Oasis, they killed it, man. They helped me out. They gave me my life back.
See how much money you can get before your case settles. Call Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case. 1-800-874-8185. 1-800-874-8185.
Now, sports.
The University of Florida football coach says his team has improved their behavior since he took charge of the program 8 months ago. Florida won the 2006 and 2008 national titles during Dan Mullen's stay as offensive coordinator, but the Gators have struggled on and off the field in recent years. They haven't won an SEC title in 10 years.
I'm excited to build that standard back, get the Gator standard back to where everyone expects it to be. When you think of the Gator Standard, you're thinking about a university of excellence. Everything about the Gator Standard is excellence.
Last year's team went 4-7 and was further embarrassed when 9 players were arrested on felony fraud charges and suspended for the entire season. The Baltimore Orioles hosting another youth baseball clinic today, this time for kids from the Lakewood Ranch YMCA. Each year, the Orioles provide free clinics for local organizations to stay involved in the Suncoast community. And the players say it's just as rewarding for them as it is for the kids.
For us, getting to be out here with these guys makes us realize how much we loved the game of baseball when we were kids, and the happiness and joy we had playing it. It's a kid's game at the end of the day, but you know, I want to tell everybody just to have fun with it.
The team hopes interacting with the community shows their commitment to their Florida home goes well beyond beyond baseball. Well, race car driver Danica Patrick will be the first ever female host of the ESPYs. Past hosts have included former NFL quarterback Peyton Manning, Justin Timberlake, and Samuel L. Jackson. The ESPYs are an annual event meant to recognize athletic achievements and other sports-related moments from the previous year.
The ESPYs is always a show that is full of emotion. Hopefully I make you laugh, and then there are going to be plenty of elements, though, that are going to have much more, deep emotion. Some of it's sad, and, there will hopefully be tears as well. I mean, that's the roller coaster we try and take people on, because at the end of the day, that's really sports, isn't it? I mean, there are like the triumphant moments that are amazing, and then there's the sad losses.
The 26th annual ESPY Awards show is tomorrow night in Los Angeles. You can catch it right here at 8 o'clock live on ABC7. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers when we come back.
Hello, I'm John Merce. Rugs As Art is celebrating yet another anniversary, and I would personally like to thank each and every one of you for the many years of continuous support.
All during the month of July, we're having a grand celebration. We have flooded our showroom with yellow tag specials, meaning more discounts and more savings than ever before, plus free padding. So don't miss this anniversary celebration at Rugs As Art, Sarasota's bigger and better area rug superstore.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Bad dog, what you gonna do? You know that song from Cops on TV? Well, this pug named Bean ran away from home, and his antics are now going viral online. Cape May Police Department in New Jersey found him and booked him. His owners did bail him out about an hour later, and guess what? They paid in cookies. Too cute.
The pug got a mug shot right there. That's
there
cool.
You go.
Bad dog. What you gonna do? We have the dog days of summer right now. It's hot out there, and here's the forecast for us. For tomorrow, I expect a hot day, very humid out there as well, and we'll see a chance for a few showers.
All right, thanks, Bob. And thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a good evening.